I've only ever been to Stuttgart once, and that was in the rain, but this is gonna be really awesome. Follow me. I'm standing in front of the Neue Schloss, the new palace in the center of Stuttgart. It's called that because before it was built between 1746 and 1807, it used to be a castle, but then when the Duke came into power, he was like, no, I just need a new building, so he built it. And the old palace is right across the road. Basically, you can visit both, but you can't go inside this one because it is used for governmental purposes. It's mostly office spaces. On rare occasions, special days, you can visit it. It's open for the public, but usually it's not. So you gotta check out the event calendar for Stuttgart if you want to know if you can go and when you can go inside. But there is a beautiful little square just right in front of it, and we're gonna check that one out. Come with. What you can visit, however, is the State Museum Württemberg, which displays art, sculptures, and other findings that dug up from Württemberg, dating back to the 1st to the 3rd century AD. And it's pretty amazing if you love archaeology. There are quite a few museums you can visit in the center of Stuttgart. For instance, the State Museum Württemberg or the art gallery over there you can't visit. When you're in Stuttgart, you have to eat a traditional local food such as Maultaschen, which, of course, you guessed it, I'm gonna do. Let's begin. Also, another dish you need to try is Spätzle, which is kind of like pasta, but then again, not. And potato salad. We actually have a variation of potato salads all over different regions in Germany, so try this one as well. I'm now at Schlossplatz, which is the main place to meet and mingle and see people, but did you know that in the beginning it wasn't actually a public square? Until the mid-1800s it was used as a ground for military practice and people couldn't just come here. It wasn't public, it was off limits, but then like a century later it was made public, and until the 1960s there was actually a major street running through, which they put underground now, so you can enjoy this gorgeous view and sit here on a sunny day, catch the bus, which is what I'm gonna do, so hop on with me. You can catch the bus from the main train station in front of the tourist information or from the Schlossplatz right there. And you just have to look out for the city tour label. And the ticket, once stamped, is valid for 24 hours, so you can use it next day if you go on a very late tour. The bus tour is really handy if you have only a short time to spend in Stuttgart like I am, and you want to see as much as possible, and also you're a bit lazy and you don't want to walk that much, or just get some starting points so you can hop on, hop off if you start early. And you can also take the public transport if you have the city pass. There's multiple options to get around Stuttgart. It's really easy. There's trams, there's slash underground rails, there's buses, there's a lot of public transport. Such a sunny day today, I decided to get off at the last stop on Mount Killersberg, which is a very popular area to just chill out. There's a cafe, there's gorgeous views from up there. You can see the U-shape of the interconnected parks of the center of Stuttgart, and you can also see a very interesting UNESCO World Heritage Site, which is a settlement that is a building project from the 1920s. And one of the buildings is from Le Corbusier, a French architect, and I'm going to check it out now. I am not allowed to take pictures or photos inside and put them on the blog or in the vlog, so I guess you have to see for yourself. But I can tell you a little bit about the Le Corbusier house and the Weissenhof Siedlung, the Weissenhof settlement, because back in the day it was so revolutionary. Germans didn't like it. There were books about how terrible an idea it was based on some idea of, I don't know, something didn't work in the construction, so obviously the entire thing must be a terrible idea. Also, it took them forever to find an actual person to willingly move in, which ended up being the professor of the art academy, and even after that I constantly had to change the layout, had to redo the rooms to make people move in. And then during World War II it was damaged, other buildings in the area were destroyed, but luckily in the early 2000s it was bought back by the city and rebuilt, and now it's a museum. What was very special back in the day about the new concept was the open room layout, and it was very versatile, like depending on the time of day or depending on your specific needs or how many guests there were, you can just change the layout. You can pull out beds, you can pull out cupboards. It was based on like a wagon where you can change from day to night to sleep in or to mingle and host during the day. Also, he wanted to lift it up so you had the first floor, not on the actual first floor, but like up. And then there is a rooftop garden, so the area that you actually built on could be reclaimed by nature if you wanted to, and you had amazing views over the valley. So that's pretty smart. If you like, you can just walk around the settlement that's open because people are living in it. A lot of the buildings were damaged in World War II, but have been beautifully renovated. So you can see the pristine white condition and the layout of the different, very geometrically shaped building blocks. Each house was designed in such a way that it was very different. It was very easy to put together. Very minimalist, but also in a variety that felt new and fresh. Plus, this mountain is absolutely great for families and little kids because there's a playground and there's a petting zoo with a very hungry pony. What do you know? There are flamingos up here and a jacaranda tree. In Stuttgart, you can easily take public transport. There's the underground, sometimes overground, there's lots of buses. There are always ticket machines at the stations, but if you get the Plus City ticket, then it's included for the duration of the ticket. For mine, it's 2 days, which is brilliant, so I can take the metro or jump on any bus. By the way, this ticket was sponsored by Stuttgart Tourism, so just so you know, I can get around and show you guys. So I thought it's a beautiful sunny day and I want to take it slow on my visit to Stuttgart, and so started the day at a swim center because there's one right outside my hotel and there's one a little bit further. So I just came out of the swimming pool because there are a couple mineral baths that are public and you can use them in the area of Cannstatt. This one is Cannstatt Mineralbad, and then there's one next to Wilhelma, and they I'm now at the radio tower, and it was the first in the world. It was revolutionary back then. It was made from concrete, which was unheard of, and they put a restaurant and an observatory up there. Even the Queen visited, so this is pretty amazing. It's 270 meters high, higher than the Statue of Liberty, higher than the Cathedral of Cologne, for instance. So let's get up. It only takes 36 seconds. And look at this view. On a clear day, this would be magnificent. We're not quite at 270 meters because that counts in the antenna on the top, and you can't go up there because obviously you'd fall off. But this one is already pretty awesome anyway. By the way, this building structure actually inspired other TV towers around the world because this one was the first, but the Sky Tower in Tokyo or the Berlin Tower were also kind of modeled on this one. How amazing! There is an entrance fee, but if you have the Stuttgart, you can go in for free. Up on the TV tower, there isn't that much to see. It's an epic view. Sure, there is a cafe, you can eat a little piece and cake and have a coffee, which is a typical thing for Germans to do in the afternoon, like 3 o'clock or 2 p.m. But other than that, I was waiting for the hop on hop off bus and realized it would still be some time and I don't like waiting, so I decided to just walk into the forest and walk over to the second bahn, which is a very special tram that was specifically meant for Stuttgart because of its many hills. So they developed a new gripping system, and I'm just gonna jump on it and let myself be pulled into the valley and up again, because the next place I'm gonna go to is up on the mountain again. Oh, there it is. And this is how the newer ones look like, modern and like a normal tram. I'm not sure why, but for the second time today the bus didn't show up. Either it was super early and I just missed it, or I ran out of patience because it was super late. Either way, I decided to hop on the bus, one stop to Motionarray Straße, and just walk up to Karlshöhe, which is another mountain in the middle of Stuttgart city. And you can see amazing views over the valley, as well as along the way there's gardens, there's parks and beautiful villas. Up the mountain, and as you can see there's a lot of stairs. Not happy about that, but it's a quintessential Stuttgart thing. It's called Steffele, which means stairs, and they were used by the vineyard farmers to get up and down the hills. You can see they grow wine not just in the region but in the city itself. You can see it on the slopes. It's amazing. Oh dear, I guess the statue of Athena would look so much better without a graffiti. By the way, she's standing on Zeus, and then there's Prometheus and Pandora. I'm just here chilling by the Johanneskirche, the Church of St. John. It's a nice little park around it, and I'm just recuperating from my hike up and down the Karlshöhe. But I had a really good time here in Stuttgart on my weekend in Stuttgart, and I hope you enjoyed it as well. I've jumped on the hop-on hop-off bus multiple times in a double-decker, cruised around, had gorgeous weather which was perfect. I saw a couple of vineyards, I saw a few museums which I can't show you because obviously I can't film inside. I went swimming in a mineral bath, and I climbed a couple mountains. I went on Killersberg. I saw the really fascinating architectural styles of Le Corbusier and that settlement around it. And now I'm just chilling before I have to leave. And my verdict on this card, Stuttgart, which, yes, this was sponsored, a card, but like the entire video and the blog and whatever it is in my personal review of this is that it's really, really handy, really cool. Because you're like a VIP, you just have this thing, you just validate it once, and then you just travel around and jump on any public transport you like. Jump on the hop-on bus for I think a discount, and you can get free entry into a lot of buildings. You can get a lot of discounts, for example biking. You can get desserts in a couple of restaurants even. I guess I'm gonna get it next time I'm here because Stuttgart has really grown on me. It's really pretty, it's really green. There's so much to do. You can do hiking, you can do shopping, you can look at art, and you can visit quirky museums. So I think the next time I'm gonna look at the Pig Museum because that's cool. And and that was my little weekend trip to Stuttgart in Germany. I hope you liked me bringing you along, showing you around a little bit. I don't know that much about the city myself, so it was really good to just have the touristy view and tick off the main attractions, but also very chill and slow, appropriate for a weekend away. And if there's more you want to know about Germany, more travels, more videos, I got you covered, fam. There is a video playlist I made. There will be more videos weekly. Check on the blog. There's going to be more content on how to get around, some more hands-on trips, some stuff to download, free of course. And I hope you stick around. Stay travel-tastic. Give me a like, subscribe, and see you around. Bye.